Old man Anton, a Russian tycoon with a fortune larger than his sprawling estate, was known for two things: his immense wealth and his peculiar, almost obsessive precision. He lived his life by the second, every action timed to perfection. His nephew, Dmitri, a man with champagne tastes and a beer budget, found this predictability to be his golden opportunity. Dmitri's plan was simple yet diabolical. He knew his uncle's will stipulated that if Anton passed away after 6 p.m. on his 80th birthday, the entire fortune would go to charity. If he passed before 6 p.m., it would all go to Dmitri. So the night before the big day, Dmitri crept into his uncle's study. He found the magnificent grandfather clock, a family heirloom that Anton trusted more than anyone. With trembling hands, Dmitri meticulously set the clock forward by exactly 1 hour. His heart pounded in his chest. Tomorrow the clock would strike 6 p.m. when it was actually only 5 p.m. Anton, who had a serious heart condition, would believe his time was up, and the fortune would be lost. Dmitri was counting on the shock to trigger a fatal event, securing his inheritance just under the wire. The next day, Anton's 80th birthday, the atmosphere in the mansion was thick with anticipation. Dmitri hovered nervously, watching his uncle, who seemed unusually serene. As the afternoon wore on, Anton sat in his favorite armchair, gazing out the window, a faint smile on his lips. Dmitri kept glancing between his uncle and the grandfather clock, sweat beading on his forehead. The minute hand crept closer and closer to the 12. Finally, the clock began to chime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. This was it. But instead of clutching his chest, Anton turned his head slowly and looked directly at Dmitri. His eyes, usually clouded with age, were sharp as a hawk's. "Dmitri, my boy," he said, his voice calm but laced with steel, "did you really think I wouldn't notice?" He tapped a sleek, modern watch on his wrist. "This little device is synchronized with the atomic clock. It's precisely 5:02 p.m. Dmitri's face went white as a sheet. "The grandfather clock," Anton continued, "has been running exactly 58 seconds fast per day for the last 2 months. I've been meaning to have it serviced." He stood up, looking healthier than ever. "Your greed, nephew, is as predictable as my clock's error. Now, be a good lad and call the Charity Foundation. I have a rather large donation to announce." Dmitri's grand scheme had not just failed. It had been